Okay, let's try this again. I've never had the stream glitch out on me. Did this time though. And this makes me nervous. Feels like I should be checking my stream out more often. An error has occurred. But is it still streaming though? Or is it the playback that's glitched? Really? Okay. So it's working. It's the playback that's glitched. Okay. Well. You guys missed so much. Like me commenting about how I'd get the Oimiya just for the passive. I mean, guaranteed returns on all my furniture that I make. It's ideal. Okay, what the hell was I doing? I was finishing off the event quest. And will I actually get a free skin? That'll be kind of weird. Let you buy one in advance and then like a week later have an event where, oh, by the way, you can get it for free. Don't know why the hell you'd spend money. That'd be such a tasty power move. Like an actual middle finger to the people who spend money on your game.
Time to go.
Like that wouldn't not only be not consumer friendly. Jesus Christ, that was way too many negatives in one sentence. It would be straight up consumer hostile. And that's a stance I can respect. Hey, Adeline.
You're finally back.
Ah, kind of you to know
I
this.
didn't think you'd be gone for so long. Sorry if it was too much trouble.
Yeah, I was gone for like a week. What the fuck? Wait, are they even gonna respect time and space?
That's okay. We did offer to help.
If we hadn't gone to Falcon Coast, we probably would have been fighting monsters somewhere else.
So anyway, is Master Diluc back yet? We didn't see him at Falcon Coast.
Like, we're so useless. Like, hey, can you go to Falcon Coast to find Diluc? Then we go to Falcon Coast, stay there for a week, and we didn't even see him once. What kind of search party are we? Paimon, I blame you.
Sorry, I'm not sure of Master's whereabouts either. But I did hear that he recently visited Angel's Share.
Aha.
After dealing with this kind of trouble, Master is always careful to tie up all loose ends. It's become something of a routine.
Yeah, sure it is not just hitting the bar for a drink.
He should be back very soon. You needn't worry. In the meantime, please make yourself comfortable in the winery.
No, we've done enough waiting.
After all that, we managed to completely miss him.
Yeah, ooh, is that a viewpoint in the back? I need to get that.
Oh well. Let's just wait for him at the winery this time.
At least we got to see the Diluc of the past. It was worth it for that experience.
By the way, Adeline, how come you're always standing here at the door lately? Usually you're busy indoors. Hopefully you haven't been standing there waiting for Master Diluc this whole time, because that would be really tiring.
Yeah, the whole week. Never went inside
thanks
once.
for your concern. But I've actually been instructed by Master to meet with some special guests here.
Is it Diluc's clone? His twin?
Certain guests may need reminding to stay away for the time being. Master hopes that under the present circumstances,
Wait,
these
is
guests
that
will
us?
keep an appropriate distance from the winery, so as not to make a difficult situation even more complicated.
Are you telling us to fuck off?
Well, Paimon didn't understand any of that, but it sounds like a really important job.
What is that you need our help with? Maybe we could help meet those guests.
That's very kind of you indeed, but you've already helped Master Diluc out a great deal. You can let me take care of these time-consuming chores.
Do you know what kind of game I'm playing? It's nothing but time-consuming chores. Let's go.
There is one small thing you could do for me, though. Please, take this letter and place it on the table to your right as you enter the door.
Like, I've been here several times to clean up leaves, and you didn't stop me once, but this is where you draw the line?
There are a few archived letters on that table already. Just put this one at the very top of the pile.
Is this a letter for Master Diluc?
What?
Yes,
I guess it just
it's
keeps
from
stacking
one
up.
of his informants. Only those in Master's inner circle are permitted to handle it or serve as custodian.
And you're giving it to us? What the fuck?
Ooh, that means we're part of Diluc's inner circle.
Oh yeah, we're definitely trustworthy.
Of course. Master Diluc greatly values your friendship. Thanks again for the help.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, how awful.
What are you getting concerned about? There's a viewpoint over there. God damn it, how have I never seen it? I need to notice purple more often. It's probably because I've been riding everywhere. Okay. And... I think I'm gonna keep rolling. What the fuck? Really?
Whoa, there are so many letters here.
I'm gonna turn this into a minigame?
It looks like Diluc read them just before he left. He must have been in a hurry. Adeline asked us to put this one at the top of the pile, but how are we supposed to tell the order of the other ones?
It's not even a pile. They're just spread. A pile implies they're stacked. There's no stack here. What the
Guess
fuck?
we'll have to read them to get an idea of when they came in.
You really shouldn't be reading other people's mails. Wait, did I say plural mails? Wow, okay, well. Wait, let me think.
Oh, that's true. In that case, let's just tidy them up a little.
You're here. You move fast.
Hey, where's our uniform?
Whoa, there he is!
What are you agonizing over?
What indeed?
Miss Adeline asked us to put these letters in a pile, and we can't tell which order they should go in. But it's your personal mail, so it'd be rude for us to read them without your permission.
Read them to us, Diluc. Serenade us with your voice.
There's no need to be nervous.
Yeah, well, that doesn't stop me, so...
And I can see from the looks on your faces that they've grabbed your interest.
Ooh.
These letters deal with events that are past and gone. I only held on to them in case any of the information they contain proves useful later down the line.
Yeah, sure, they don't hold any sentimental value.
I just dug them out to confirm a few details. I've been following some rather unique developments recently.
This music is so close to patchable in D-canon. Which I can respect.
You were involved in the events in question anyway. You can read them if you want to. It's not a bad thing to be curious.
Are you gonna hurry? Do you still have other business to attend to? You seem to be in a huge rush. You don't look like you just got back from the city.
Hey, that's a good point. Actually, you kind of smell like wild mountain fruit. Oh, did you go to those mountains where the valberries come from?
Paimon, what kind of sniffer have you got?
Very perceptive. Yes, I did make a trip to the Stormbearer Mountains.
I guess she's just evolved to hunt down more food than the average pixie.
I'll fill you in later.
Hmm.
No fair! We still have some super important things to discuss with Diluc. Not to mention a whole bunch of questions.
Paimon, you need to calm down. It's been a long time since Diluc's presence last overawed you, huh? Overawed? What?
Alright, let's just sort these letters for him. Well, since he said he doesn't mind, why don't we read them as we go?
Okay. Can we please have them in the correct order? Oh no. Okay. A new letter. A title written rightly. To the ear of the Rangwind. Rainwind Clan. That's how I'm translating it. I apologize for sending this letter without that was sudden. Sending this letter without notice. Well, isn't that the point of the letter? Do you need to send a letter to announce the arrival of another letter? That is too much protocol. You may not remember me, but we've met a few times. We met near the square when I sat at the table adjacent to yours at the Good Hunter, and I've seen you in your tavern. You were always busy with a great many things, especially back when you were much chattier than you are now. You spoke cheerfully and often with your brother and friends then. It's probably no surprise that you did not notice me then, but I've always had my eye on you, child. I recall with crystal clarity how my little... Oh, it's Alice. No, wasn't it Alice? I think it's Alice. Once made a complete mess of your vineyard while she was trying to catch crystal flies there. Oh god, that must have cost a lot. But he didn't get angry. In fact, he personally escorted Clay back and even gave her a few bottles of fresh grape juice. Now I think that might jog your memory, yes? Clay recently told me that she hasn't seen that strange man with the red hair in ages, so I decided to look into it out of curiosity. My deepest condolences regarding your father. In many of the stories I've been told, you are the model knight, proud, driven, a knight of noble character and lineage. But I know that you're gentler than you appear. If you weren't, you wouldn't have treated Clay the way you did. And since you helped my child out, I hope you won't mind if I treat you as if you were my own. Therefore, I sincerely hope that you will leave the dark place that you are presently in, and that you will not wallow in grief and remorse. Partings are most painful things, but they also encourage us to grow. A bird that has lost the roof over its head will fly further than others of its kind. Go out and see the world. That's the best course of action I can envision. Only by feeling, observing, and listening can your heart be healed. And yet he's tied to the mansion. Parents all wish they can accompany their children forever, and the skies, seas, and stars bear witness to that oath. Everything that was your father now finds new life with you. That which you will experience in this world may have been things that your father experienced once upon a time. I hope that the wind will bring you all manner of wondrous things in your journeys to come. In any case, keep your chin up, young child.
Huh. Paimon's not sure what this one's about.
It's about Alice pretending to be Diluc's mom.
Shall we read another one?
Yeah, sure. Just call me Traveler. Wait a second. They just shortened the list, didn't they? I need to pay attention, Jesus. A letter with clear handwriting. As opposed to tidy handwriting in the first one, okay. Master. Master Kaya took a leave and stayed at the Dawn Winery for a few days. In a rare turn of events, he decided to stay in his original bedroom. He would pace about the grounds when idle and even ask Adelind to make him his favorite dishes. It really does take me back. I shall be honest with you, but I was quite surprised to hear Master Kaya say that he wanted to stay for a few days. We did not refuse him, however. We believe that even if you were here, you would not refuse him outright. Dawn Winery has always been a more quiet place, perhaps because all who stay here are rather peaceable people. The house is made by those who live in it, and Master Kaya's uncommon arrival did end up livening the place up significantly. I hope that you are doing well in your travels abroad. Everyone here at the winery misses you. May you remain safe and in good health. Has he been out adventuring?
Or have you got the gist now?
What? No! What? Whoa. I only get to read 3? I was giving it Do we need to watch other streams? What the fuck? Let's read one more letter.
Remember, we're trying to figure out when each letter was written.
Well, they seem borderline chronological. Alice told him he should go out adventuring, then he went out adventuring and he sent it. Why would they only let me read 3? Well, you know what? When in Rome. Dear Mr. Diluc, it is my pleasure to investigate the ley lines alongside you. Oh, shit! Here we go. As you know, my focus is on alchemy, so my knowledge of the ley lines remain quite shallow, and I fear that I will only be able to share what little understanding I have. Well, I can't share understanding that isn't your own, I guess. Well, as you just throw a book at them. According to many pre-existing documents, the ley lines can be seen as a medium for storing information. Under certain circumstances, they can record activities that occur in the area around them. All this information goes through a recording and storage process. After a certain period of time, they may be released once again by the ley lines. If I may be so bold as to make a suggestion, there should be a method to activate the ley lines. Those who grasp such methods can control the times at which the ley line information is recorded and released. Judging from the runic symbols and some other clues, I surmise that there are particular members of the Abyss Order who may have a very small chance of being able to achieve this. If you believe that this requires further investigation, these entities may serve as your point of entry. I wrote a paper a few years ago in which I covered my brief foray into questions concerning the flow of ley lines and other such topics. You will find a copy of these papers enclosed. I hope that it can help to clear up some of your doubts. No, I'm not all set. No, there are 3. Why do you...
Alright then, let's put the letters in the right order.
Just these 3?
If there's one thing we can take away from these, it's that Master Diluc has had a pretty difficult past.
How can... Are you supposed to reach that conclusion no matter which ones you pick? Okay.
Not only was he misunderstood by the Knights of Favonius, but he's faced all kinds of other obstacles too. Sounds like it's tough being Captain Pyro.
No.
Always fighting alone because, for one reason or another, it wasn't convenient for the people around him to help out.
But Diluc seems to have found some peace since then.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, he's got us now. We can give him all the help he could ever want.
Sure.
Oh, out of friendship, of course. Definitely not just for the grape juice. Wait, what?
Is it Mr. Leyline? Monsieur.
Is there a problem?
Isn't there?
Master Diluc, you're wearing your old outfit again? And you've tied your hair back.
Didn't he always have a ponytail? It's just a little higher up.
Formal all of a sudden.
This is formal? Jesus Christ. Imagine attending a business meeting like this. That's a fucking power move.
Old outfit? You've seen it before?
What's with the choker, though? That's a little, breakable.
Yep, it was by that leyline anomaly. That was your past self, right?
Huh. I'm surprised it made such an impression.
Or,
Do
you
you
know.
mind telling us about it? What happened back then? Why were you fighting there?
And what's with the lack of repair?
The same reason as ever. Just stopping another Abyss Order plot. They launched an offensive on several fronts at once. Unfortunately for them, they were still no match for me.
Wow, you're so cool.
We were fighting in an area on Falcon Coast, and everything was recorded by the unusually active ley lines. They must have become unstable again recently, causing them to let out all kinds of information from that time. Hence why you saw what you saw.
Why didn't you stay here to keep guard?
For starters, you only need to deal with the monsters, and the ley line deposit will stay dormant, as long as it isn't disturbed again. On the other hand,
I think we kept disturbing
if I'd
it.
done nothing at all, the Knights of Favonius would have taken over straight away. Knowing how they work, they'd be sure to send a large contingent to guard the site.
Wouldn't that have been a good thing?
Depends. Most of the Knights are away on expeditions, so they don't have a lot of people to spare. If the ley line anomaly was just a diversion tactic, the Abyss Order could have been poised to attack somewhere else entirely, while the Knights were scrambling to send what limited forces they have to Falcon Coast.
Sure, I guess.
But anyway, I have no interest in talking to the Knights of Favonius. I prefer to get to the bottom of things myself, rather than waste time negotiating with them.
Got trouble negotiating, do you?
And it was easy enough for me to find out the Abyss Order's plans. Take a few Abyss mages hostage, and they soon start talking.
Oh, still torturing them, are you?
As for the Knights of Favonius, I've sent someone to enlist their cooperation where it's needed.
So, this is a joint initiative between you and the Knights. It sounds like you're doing the Knights of Favonius a favor.
It's their job to handle situations like this. They ought to be present when things come to a head.
Okay.
I don't like working closely with the Knights of Favonius because of our differences in philosophy. But that doesn't mean we can't watch each other's backs when it counts.
Yeah, I can't remember what the hell this whole conflict is supposed to be about.
Whoa. Seems like you have even more control over things now than you used to, Diluc.
Does he?
The best way to deal with any threat is to utilize all the force at your disposal.
Well, energy expended is energy you don't have for later, so I don't know.
Anyway, thank you for your help. Adeline brought me up to speed with everything. In return, I have a gift for your trouble.
Skin? Dude, can I have your suit? It's so cool.
Great juice! The packaging is so fancy! It must be really expensive!
Oh yeah, we did all this for grape juice, didn't we? Well,
This is my personal favorite grape juice, made of the highest quality grapes. I happen to have an unopened batch, so I brought you a bottle to try.
man, I can't wait for technology to come so far that I can taste this shit that they give me in video games.
I didn't know you were such fans of grape juice. Next time you want some, don't bother waiting for the discount. Just go down to the cellar and help yourselves.
Jesus Christ, how do you not... Paimon will run your business into the ground. Don't even joke about this.
It's on the house.
Oh no. Well, technically it's under the house, it's in the basement, but whatever.
Paimon's gonna tell everyone we meet that we're VIPs at Dawn Winery!
Wow. You're a cloud chaser too, huh?
This one bottle must be worth at least, like, 50,000 mora! And he gave it to us for free!
Okay, there's clearly too many perks here at once for you to handle.
Thank you so much, Master Diluc!
Can we have more bottles? I'm running low on more. I've only got millions
If you're
of them.
free tonight, you're welcome to stay for dinner. Adeline is already making it. There are, however, a few things I need to take care of before dinner time.
Think that involve fighting?
Yes. Passiveness is not my style.
Okay, well, get active then.
Though I had my suspicions at the start, everything I've come across so far in my investigation suggests that the Abyss Order was not behind this.
No way.
Since this arose from natural causes, it's time to wrap things up.
Natural causes?
So what should we do?
Well, in for one, more in for the lot. We helped you look out.
Right! Sure! After all, he did just give us this amazing grape juice.
How is this supposed to motivate me as the player? I don't get to taste any of this shit.
Wait, no. What was it? After all, even when the odds of success are 9 to 1, you must never lower your guard.
Oh my god, there's 2 Dilucs in the room.
Well said. In that case, let's get going.
Just 9 to 1 though? We still draw the line at 10 to 1, huh?
You can take it a little easier this time.
Gypsy Pyro!
Come on, let's go! This is the final battle. Then we can put all this trouble behind us.
Oh shit! Wait, there's more? And there's even grape juice in my inventory. Oh my god! A gift from Diluc. A bottle of grape juice with luxury packaging. It is something Paimon has long been looking forward to, but more so a memento of the time when you and your friend handled the crisis together. It is also Diluc's personal favorite, produced using only Dawn Winer's best quality grapes. Being Master Diluc's favorite grape juice seems to have inestimable commercial value. Where's the drink button? No, nothing. Oh yeah, I need to get more archaic stones. Apparently. How many can you get? Do you just like run circles around the place?
The middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best.
And then there's green sleeves. I wonder how much music's been stolen in this game.
Weather all around brightens the heart.
Okay, stop talking about the weather, Kazuha. You're not 80 years old and you're not in a retirement home, please. God, what the fuck was I talking about? Well, apparently I should go to a retirement home because I fucking... Oh, gee! Ah! Hold on. What am I... Jesus Christ. What the fuck is your health? And then you got no crit. My guy. Who... Oh, wait. This is why I have so much attack, isn't it? Why? Is there like... Well, it certainly fits his skin, doesn't it? Is there somebody who scales like purely with attack power? Like, I don't understand why you'd have so goddamn much. Like, you end up without having to put any in them anymore. Okay, so Fire and Steel. These are some of the best ones, though.
Wind strike. Illusion
I remember thinking that Diluc would be kind of cool and fun. Because I like playing shit like Riven in League of Legends. And I was hoping that it would have the sort of same satisfying rhythm to the attack pattern. Doesn't seem to.
It's done.
It's so straightforward.
The ley line deposit will disappear before long.
That battle, wow, that battle went very smoothly. That battle was a lot of fun.
All thanks to the power of teamwork.
Man, I love big battles. Jesus Christ.
Even Captain Pyro needs his trusty sidekick sometimes. It can't be Master Diluc saving the day by himself every single time. Many hands make light work.
Many hands made light over.
Sidekicks. It's been a long time since I last worked with others. It's not so bad.
Tis not.
If the opportunity arises, let's team up again in the future.
Yeah, but undress and give it to me first. Wait, that's it? That's it. Kinda disappointing. Oh yeah, still haven't done that shit. I cleared all the things I can think of. I had no idea if... Well, I guess that's why this shit is here. Gives me a reason to go back to the archipelago. The archipelago! Oh, you want me to go here now? Okay. Unsolved Mysteries. Isn't that a series? Or the story of my life? Oh no, I have to voice Paimon.
This place sure looks pretty normal. Guess it won't be anything to eat here.
Don't give yourself away too soon, Paimon. Well, that's your enthusiasm explained.
Well, you know, looking for secrets is hungry work. Everyone knows that. Anyway, we've recently been eating barbecue a lot to save some time. Aren't you sick of that already?
Wait, how are we somehow stuck on these islands forever and also at the winery eating dinner with Adelind and drinking berry juice? I don't know.
If we could find some shells and conches, we can stew them with some fruit. They'll be fresh and sweet and springy.
That sounds pretty terrible, not my cup of tea. Sounds like how you... Oh my god! I don't like the implications of this one, so of course we're going with that one. Fresh and sweet and springy. Sounds like how you taste Paimon.
Hey, Paimon isn't some aquacultural product. Wait a moment. Look over there, traveler. That's weird. The device just appeared all of a sudden.
Did it? Or did we just not look in this direction this whole time?
There's some luggage nearby, too. Is that for Dewey gear?
Ah, right on the Mora, Paimon. Good work. If nothing gets past you, huh?
Right? Paimon was right on the Mora. Wait a moment. There's nothing good about this discovery. This is Fatui business, then there's gotta be some scheme afoot. If we leave things be, things might eventually get out of control. Whatever the case, let's see what we can do about that device first. If you think we should, let's have a look at that Fatui gear. Let's do this like we always do, traveler. And then we can kick back and start looking for something to eat instead.
What? Kaya, what are you doing here? The Reminiscent Regiment Challenge has 3 themes. Descent, Raid, and Convoy. Complete these challenges and accumulate scores. To obtain the corresponding rewards, you can matchmake in single-player mode to engage in the co-op challenge. Other players in your team may be invited to take part in the challenge when it Oh. Huh? So, it ends up being co-op no matter what? The fuck do you mean? Excuse me, ma'am. Wait, hold on. Oh. Adventurers who have mastered their gliders are able to channel the force of their plunge attacks to take advantage of battle. Use plunging attacks to quickly defeat opponents on the floating platform. Plunge your way through to the surface. See surface below you. Huh? What? I don't know, man. Seems a little funky. Okay, no. Better than standing around, I guess. Wait. In the Descent theme challenge, you will start from a platform high in the sky and begin a descending assault. Defeat all opponents on various floating platforms and reach the sea surface within a time limit. The opponents on the next group of floating platforms will only appear once you have defeated all the opponents on the current group of floating platforms. Okay. During the challenge, you can pick up the Ages of Descent. It is used to change the unique traits of the platforms below. One such change is Compulsion. Jesus Christ. Which will cause opponents on the indicated floating platform below to be immediately defeated if hit by plunging attacks. If the Ages of Descent... Pick it up to finish it faster. Okay. I don't know what is wrong with me. If you stray too far from the team, or if you are too far from the challenge objective, you can use the Return to Challenge Area option to teleport yourself closer and continue the challenge. Fair enough. Either way, I'm playing with other people. Okay. 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 Well, you know who does a lot of plunging? I think we're on the same page. Oh, wow, he's so unique and cool. Wait, where the hell is my pet? There we go. Well, I guess this banner was a success. This is pretty funny. Woo. Oh God, no! Yes, return to challenge area, please. What? Everyone playing Kazuma. This is just so goddamn funny. And why? There can't be elemental reactions now. This. Oh my God. Oh my God! Come on. My OCD. What are we just ignoring them? Oh, nice. We got the fire to react. Well, screw it.
As one with wind and one with nature.
Oh, Jesus. There's no timer. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. Are we missing any money? Don't think so. Oh my God.
Follow the wind.
Whoa, settle down. And now what? Okay, I guess we're going down. Boom. uh, everybody aligned? I guess so. What? Well done. Hope we got everything we wanted. Seems pretty good to me. Okay, that shit was silly. You know what? I respect it. And now that I've been mildly entertained, I guess I'm... Wait, I'm in co-op mode? Get out of here. How do I... Oh, I keep forgetting the hotkey for the multiplayer shit. Return to single player, yes. And now I should be able to... Hey! I wonder if one of those guys were a Constellation 6 Kazuha. Some people go hard in this game. Hey, foxy lady, how you doing?
Alright, Nico, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
How she talks sometimes is just too good. Oh.
Why don't you take a guess?
Assassination.
I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
You're burning it to the ground? You psychopath, you can't do that.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
No. We'll make our own book.
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely
Wrong.
wrong.
Yeah! Wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
Ah, this smug
A
fox.
first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real.
Yeah, isn't that what you want?
In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
The real problem here.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
You can't censor people.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
No. We make our own book and try to outsell it.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone.
Okay.
The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular.
Sure.
I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
So we are writing our own book.
Well, it just so happens that I've got a pen right here.
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing.
Yeah, like how people try to compete with World of Warcraft and the only thing that could kill it was itself. Not sure.
So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yaimiko wages war.
So what, are we gonna run around and try and get inspiration? Or are you just gonna sit down with a pen? What's your plan here?
Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait,
If you say so.
Nico, so you want us to write a novel?
Can I really do that? I've never written a novel before.
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. I have my ways.
Okay, you're just gonna publish the shit out of whatever I write. I like this contract.
I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary.
Explain it to me.
Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me.
Really? That seems a little basic, but
I'll
fine.
be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Of course the furry goes to Uwu Restaurant. Ah, Christ. Okay, A good thing they only to talk to specific people. Imagine if this was handled procedurally. You just have to talk to random people. It's submission event notice.
Yai Publishing House event is in full swing.
Unless you're down to become one light novelist to rule them all. Okay. Oh my god, they made a Lord of the Rings reference. That's so cool. I love Lord of the Rings. Reader. So I should talk to you.
The Yai Publishing House has held many writer submission events to date. The winner gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been the ticket to fame for a lot of authors. If you've got a good idea for a story, you definitely don't want to miss out.
Sure.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling.
Ah, yes, big vague buzzwords. I love them too.
These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title.
I can guess the story just from watching the intro. Do you need the
The
title?
only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Like... Oh god, this is gonna be spoiled territory. I just watched, what is it called? Sea Beast on Netflix. And then it went in the exact same direction that I thought it was going to. I was just like, I don't know, that sea monster is a little too much eyeliner, so something really sus is happening here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be how to train your sea monster. And then it's exactly where it went. And the sea monster even looks like the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon. Ah, ye gods. Anyway.
Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
Are we gonna find out who wrote this shit? Oh,
The
skit.
key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations.
Ah,
When
fuck
to
you.
use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world.
Yeah, considering that books exist, I'm not sure I agree with this. They got no illustration. They seem to be doing just fine.
There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them.
Are there people who have successfully made like a comic book that is almost nothing but images and like no text, and it's like effectively conveyed its story? Because that's hard to do. Anyway.
The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
It's done with photos.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything, it's just a little slow-paced for me. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills. Action-packed right from page 1.
Yeah. I would say I generally hard disagree with this, but then again I watch Baki and it's pretty entertaining.
The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
Oh my god, this sounds action-packed. I can see why you liked it. Oh my god, there's some hardcore calligraphy going on.
Let's go tell our findings to Yai Miko.
No, I think
At
this one's...
Yai Publishing House, the winner gets a huge...
Anything to say?
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. These days, though, everyone... The only Not only is it a good...
Okay. I just got this... Like, I know this rarely pays off, but I just got the habit of squeezing as much dialogue as I can out of games. I think I doubled my playtime in Undertale just because of that. Did you know that you can call people on your phone and get different dialogue in every screen that you're in? That's great. I did that for like every goddamn room.
There you are. Let me introduce the team.
I need to get this song.
You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru.
I sure have. I even did a quest for them.
Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret.
Huh. That's quite the talent.
They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
No, I have no idea what the fuck my role is.
It definitely makes sense.
I just did scout work, that's it.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences.
Okay.
All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers.
Sure, seems like... You might as well just say, make it good. Writing good, pictures good, pace good, just make good.
More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Says who?
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about?
Summoning.
For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Let's write a story about food in your belly. There you go.
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience.
Wait, we have an audience?
Take a first-hand guide to summoning
Tell that to my
spirits, for
viewers.
example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader.
That is true. Often you're introducing people to information that's new to them. That doesn't mean it's new information in absolute terms.
As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma.
Oh.
What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Let's talk about my homeland.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lilith.
No. Conria, please.
But that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Is that gonna be a problem?
I mean, she just said the next big thing, not to make a total copy. So, I don't know. Can we find out about Paimon's past? Like, she just showed up. I was like, okay, I'm your guide now. Where the fuck did she come from?
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Can I sabotage this and make them give me shitty stories?
Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
Reincarnated in another world, encounters with airborne emergency ration. Oh, that's so dumb. The work-shy bard, the dragon, and the granite. No.
No one would ever go for that, no matter how you tried to play it.
I don't know.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.
We still need a 10?
Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste? And how do you cook it? It's a strong opening. An easy way to grab the reader's attention.
The cut to the
Never
food.
underestimate the appeal of culinary-oriented subject matter. Food, after all, is a topic that everyone is interested in.
What's it called? Shokugeki? Food Wars? Like, yeah, pretty much proves the point. But seriously, that cut, well done. Like, I wish they could fix some of the animations and lip syncing. Like, if they did. Why can't they do shit like they do in The Witcher? Like, it's on an algorithm. Surely they can afford to make it. It gives the scenes a bit more life. It's like the cinematography, the actual cuts and layouts and the camera movements. All that shit is actually good. So why can't they do the other shtick? Well, okay, let's talk about food.
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past.
Am I?
I think you really understand
I've
what
read
we're
light
trying
novels?
to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Do we need a 10 out of 10 idea, though?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
Are you calling this core concept? Screw you, man.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
What do you mean we're done with chapter?
Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
Okay, Satomi.
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
I can't think of any more stories. My mind's gone blank.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
But we got the Workshy Bard and the Dragon and the Grand Adventure, or whatever that shit was.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
I think the word music comes from the word muse. I'm very insightful. Yeah, writer's block suck.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, sure.
When
Makes me
this
wanna die.
happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break.
Well, that didn't take long.
Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do.
Oh, I want to try some Asian food now. There's so much shit I haven't tried.
Don't worry, this is my treat.
Oh, of course it is.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Nope.
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
She's a businesswoman, of course she would.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now, for the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going!
Paycheck? Speaking of more...
Ooh, does this mean your inspirations come back?
Rock and roll girl. Took a trip to Liyue. Tour guide turned out to be Rex Lapis. These fucking titles. I turned into a Geovisha Paxling. Rock and roll girl. The top options are just so good. Rock and roll girl just sounds funny. God, I want to go through all the options. It's a shame that they don't let me explore them all.
Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself.
Is he a young man? I mean, that voice is kind of... Do you think we'll ever get a character with a beard?
With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. Is this the kind of cheap thrill that guy was talking about?
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's curiosity. I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhongli doesn't mind.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about
I still need
Inazuma
this
in the
music.
3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Stuff this. Come on, let's get rid of this Vision Hunt decree. It's such a mouthful. Well, literature hunt decree? Starting as a... Man, all of these are bad. That's disappointing. I don't know why I find this one to be funny, but I do. Stuff this, come on, let's get rid of this finch. Stuff this, come on, let's get rid of this Vision Hunt decree. Come on! I don't know what this is. It's like a fake enthusiasm. Oh well. Either way, she's gonna write the same thing.
Warden of the Inazuma Academy decided to confiscate all light novels. With the help of Lady Kitsune, the protagonist defeats Principal Raiden in an exam before the throne, forcing the principal to abolish the literature hunt decree.
So that's where that was going.
Are we absolutely sure we can publish this?
can, and we will. I think it's great.
You sure this isn't treason? Wait, are you gonna write it?
One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori.
What? No.
Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Oh, so people will try to copy this instead? Is that the goal?
So we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
Cool.
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
Of course it will.
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it.
Isn't that your job?
I will contact an artist to make some illustrations.
Oh yeah.
I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that.
A paper band? I've never heard that term. Do you mean the cover? Huh, anyway. The only artist I know is from Mondstadt, in this game anyway. Didn't mean to imply that I live in this world. I haven't been isekai'd yet.
She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her.
Well,
You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
God damn it, I got distracted. Started thinking about something completely different. Started thinking about a concept I might want to write about. It could be fun. Anyway. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yay Publishing House at some point to commission Miss Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer submission event. Okay. Okay, I actually want to write this down.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.
That's just like Erika, always refining her craft.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant.
So I just wanted to write that down. How many of these people can I talk to?
Always refining her craft.
Let me think. What spell
thought they
does
left the
Lady
building.
Kitsune teach to the protagonist? Ah, I've got it.
I thought they all went to work. They're just standing around the restaurant.
I've got to make sure it sounds suitably mysterious.
Doesn't it though?
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant.
So how did you meet the owner? I think I've gone through this before. And you.
Add a little foreshadowing here. Call back to the first chapter there. Call back via contrast, that is. Plot twist here, obviously. Now, where's the best to explore the central theme?
Yes.
Wow, she seems really in the zone. Let's not disturb her.
We didn't want to make a book.
Always refining her craft.
Got any new recipes to me? For me? At me? I heard that you're a real big shot. Okay. What do you guys got to say?
Don't worry. This story has a very clear narrative structure. Junkichi will definitely be able to work his magic on the writing front.
Oh, yeah! How did it go with that incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Did you manage to make a wish in
Hey, did they try it?
On the first day, Junkichi couldn't memorize the incantation because it was too long. On the second day, he didn't wake up in time, and midnight came and went. Oh, then, on the third day...
Mr. Shigeru,
Hey, now.
I thought we agreed not to speak of this.
How is he this much of a fuck up? Alright, back to EA Publishing House. I wonder if I can convince a publisher to publish a giant middle finger.
Time to go.
Just made out of ASCII art. I'll just call it satire, I'll probably get away with it.
Follow the wind.
Yeah, those people are sitting around, huh?
Yeah, okay, let's do this. Kuroda.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can.
Isn't that called resting on your laurels?
Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Of course you wish that you benefit from it. Why would... I hope your book sucks, but we still make a lot of money somehow. Okay, wait, Miss Hina, do we know? Is that the dog?
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
Doesn't Raiden have 1,000 hands in that boss fight? Huh.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
Sure.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
We had a top-notch team. We had a top-notch team. We're all professionals. How are we professionals? We just...
That's right.
Well, we're getting paid, I
Be
guess.
confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Should they?
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Wait for 3 days? Okay, well, I guess I'll hide in a cave for 3 days. I want to do those quests. Da, da, da. Oh yeah, but... Oh, I need to finish this shit. Can't forget those poor Bakedanuki. Doesn't really seem like the reward is worth it, but... story. Traveler Paimon. Have you met two Bakedanuki recently by chance? One of them carries a purple cloth bag while the other one has a yellow one. Yes, I know them well. What are their names again? Oh, you must be talking about... Mamesuke and Shibasuke. Great, so you do know them. Did something happen to them? Not really, they just made a bunch of gestures before giving you this. From their gesticulations. I had a feeling that they might be friends of yours. I think they wanted me to give you this. Oh,
so this is a gift from Mamesuke and Shibasuke. Looks like their journey's off to a good start. I'm wondering if we'll ever meet again.
Wow. Well, that was well worth it. What is this related to? It doesn't give me any Primogems. Whoops, I went right past China. Oh my god, Yi Jinping, please. Heh. What the fuck is it? What is it, inside the kiosk? Well, just follow the marker. Let's find out, baby. Okay. Whoa, come on. Yeah. Wait, it's Bob? Ah, I'm so glad I have Kadahara. Oh yeah, Team Master Liu Su. Yeah, just my luck. I'm not gonna tell any more stories today. Not today, I swear it. What's going on? This tiny little stage is really annoying me. It's been poorly maintained for decades. It squeaks at the lightest touch. Oh, is it a brain bridge? I've long told our boss, Fan Erje. No idea. Fan Erje. That it needed to be replaced, but he would always brush me off, saying that he couldn't find a good carpenter to do the job. Well, it doesn't suddenly make it not need repairs. Today I was telling the story of the Wrath of Haishan. It would make that infernal squeak with every pose I would strike. Nothing could have killed the mood more effectively. Everyone present burst out laughing, and some even made fun of me for it. Fed up with it. I must bring a good carpenter to see Faneria. Then we'll see what other excuses he can come up with this time. You're from the Adventurers Guild, right? Can I just directly ask you to find a carpenter for me? How do I find a carpenter? Who should I look for? Oh, my bad. You don't look like you're from around here. How can I expect you to know any good carpenters around here? Well, then, how about you go to Qingse Village and look for Master Lu at the Fanmu Carpenters. He's known for good skill. Please ask him if he's willing to help. You can send an apprentice if he's not available. Any carpenter from Fanmu Carpenters can manage the job, and if they build it right, that means we can finally have a befitting stage of Miss Yoon. Miss Yoon! I'm such a genius! With this reasoning, I could just, with this reasoning that I just came up with, I'm gonna see how Arya could say no again this time. Just rest assured, as long as you bring the carpenter here, you'll be paid in full. Got it. Then I'll be counting on you. I'm at the tea house every day. Come at me, scrub, when you found our carpenter. Okay. Yeah, the old man. As expected. Let's pick up some chilies along the way. That was too far away, out of reach, doesn't count. Got an artifact for me? Wow! Here we go, chilies. Master Lu! Lubega, is that you? What's the hurry, young lady? Would you like to sit down and have a cup of tea? Master Lu, there's something... Master Lu... Explain to Liu Su's request to Master Lu. Oh, it's difficult to build a new stage, but I'm afraid I can't help. Liu Harbor is too far away. No one will be taking care of Funmoose carpenters if I go. What's more, I'm too old to travel this far. It would take a toll on my fragile bones. Have you tried waypoints? They're really effective. Let me won't bother Funmoose carpenters. I guess I can kiss that commission for you goodbye then. Hang on a second, since you've traveled all the way here. Why don't I recommend someone capable to you? Although he's not yet my apprentice, I've been considering the possibility of accepting him. Master Lua.
Master Lou, I'm almost done with the 4-chair set the village head wanted. But I ran out of wood for the last chair.
Apparently everybody's in the mafia.
Thank you for helping out in the village.
Speak of the devil. I've not had sexual relations with that woman. I was about to say that Diluc can handle your request as well.
You have a job for me?
But I'm not yet Master Lou's apprentice, so I can't represent Famu carpenters. Come down there. They came from Liu Harbor and want us to build a new stage for Heyu Tea House.
Oh, you want us to build a stage? Us, meaning me and Master Lou. You hear that, Granny Roshin?
Yes, I heard. Master Lou Diluc really wants to be your apprentice. He only follows you around at Famous Carpenters when there are so many other choices. He's so diligent and kind boy. It's time you gave the nod. Got it. I've already asked him to take jobs on my behalf. I think I've made myself quite clear.
Thank you, Master.
Diluc, the first job I'm going to officially send you on is to build a stage for Heyu Tea House. Do your best and make me proud.
Piece of cake. I've worked for the carpenter who built the stage for the Jade Chamber.
Don't be so proud yet. The stage of Heyu Tea House has lasted for decades. You gotta build a sturdy one for them too. Oh, so this is for Heyu's Tea House. How has he managed to never replace his tiny stage for so long?
I'll take the job. Let me finish the chairs in the set and I'll come with you. I'm sorry that you'll have to wait a bit. I need 3 pieces of pine wood for the chair. I'm going to collect some. What? Wait a bit? We can't wait. Well, if you don't want to wait, then you'll have to magically produce 3 pieces of pine wood right here, right now. I got them.
Got it.
So you really can do that? Then could I trouble you to bring me 1 red dye?
Now, wait a minute.
Don't get so worked up. A great person like you must have greater heart.
Hey now. I'm a teapot master, okay? I got everything you could ever need. Hey, Granny Roshin.
Honestly, I'm shocked that Urya never replaced the stage for all that years. He was a stingy young man, and he's certainly gotten even worse over the years.
Perhaps that's not the reason. Perhaps there's more to it.
Oh, I know him well enough to tell that he's making things difficult for himself again, even at his age. Forget it. The little girl from the Yun family is going to visit me. I gotta go home and make preparations for my guests.
And then you're gonna stand there anyway, awkwardly. Okay, well, Master Lou. Young lady, I took on an apprentice today. Let me make some pork stew tonight to celebrate. For me.
Okay, dare you. Thank you for your help. Have you found 3 pieces of pine wood and a red dye? Yeah, got it all here, baby. Don't you even worry about it. Got you covered, my brother. Here they are.
Dave busies himself making the chair.
The last chair is finished. There you go. Here you are, Granny Roshin. Now, time to head to the tea house. Take care, Master. I'll be back in a few days.
All right, be safe.
Well then, if I leave now, I'll reach Liu Harbor by tomorrow evening. See you at the Heyu Tea House then.
And tomorrow? You're really gonna make me...
Hey, you got something for me?
Can't even pry furniture out of his hands? Well, that's no way to run a business. Let's see. When's the time? Okay, 18 to 21. 18 to 20 fucking 1. So this then, okay.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of
That jingle reminds me way too much of Song of Storms. Diddly, diddly. I know how to make an entrance. Oh, here we go. What are you eating?
Don't tell me you're still arguing amongst yourselves. Oh, I get it. Master Liu Su wants to build a new stage, but he doesn't get to make the call here. Vanaria, who is actually in charge, isn't keen on building something new. Fine. Just let me know when you two have things sorted out. I just had a tiring trip and would like to get some rest while I'm waiting. Ah, this is just great.
So our trip is a waste then? What about my commission fee? Be patient, let me try talking to him again. Arya, if you don't want to spend a small sum of money on the stage, you'll lose a big fortune in the future. Just think about it, every time Ms. Yoon gives her marvelous Spear Flourish performance, the audience will hear the squeak of the stage before they even get to applaud. Isn't that simply embarrassing? Yunhan Opera Troupe isn't obliged to perform at our tea house. They can go somewhere else if they're displeased. That would be a huge loss on our side. Miss Yun is a dear friend. She would never do that to me. You're quite an optimist, aren't you? But I heard that many people have chosen to go to third round knockout instead of our tea house recently. Arentang Tien has gotten even more popular than me. Could you try to be a little more realistic? With all the money Miss Yoon has earned for the tea house, don't tell me that you can't even afford to build a new stage.
Someone just called my name. Oh, it's you, Mr. Liu Su. You look angry. What happened?
There's nothing. I'm not angry, actually. Well, are you here to perform today?
I'm just here to have some tea and pay you and Arya a visit. Ah, if it isn't a traveler.
What a surprise. I was just thinking about you.
You're being humorous.
Ms. Yu certainly knows the art of conversation. Come, friends, I have some newly made tea from Chaoying Village. Let's brew a pot. Yeah.
When I was downstairs, I heard that you were going to rebuild the stage, so this day has finally come.
This will need a little more consideration.
Oh, a bit more consideration. Speaking of which, do you know who I visited in Qingse Village today?
You could just directly tell me that you went to see Roshin again.
Good guess. Granny Roshin was asking about Heyu Tea House, and I told her that everything was the same as when she was young. Then she said...
What did she say?
Oops, I forgot what she said.
You seem to have a good memory, but why does it have to fail on this particular day with something so important? Forget it. She'll be happy with things remaining as they were. Young people are always after new things and have little respect for the past. All you know is forcing me to rebuild the stage. The more I explain, the more you'll find me annoying.
Please don't get mad, Arya. Let's have tea and... I should brew some. Travel to Mr. Liu. Could I trouble you in bringing me some tea? Oh my.
What? Is there actually a place to do that? Is this where you've been waiting? Poor guy.
Thought it was a serious job and even
Brought with me the blueprint for the grand stage in the Jade Chamber.
Who would have thought that the requesters hadn't reached a consensus? Was it just a practical joke or something?
Henry, stop nagging me about the repairing the stage. Let me think about it. Okay, I'll fix it with some tea, I guess. Miss Yuna was wondering why Uriah refused to build a new stage despite all its benefits. Now I see. Thank you for a clever choice of topic. I understand his nostalgia. Yes, I really do, but I didn't expect him to have held on to that for decades.
Now I know the reason behind it.
I don't get it.
This is an old story, but since you're involved, I guess it won't hurt to tell you. Dan Uriah used to be an opera singer when he was young, and he often performed together with Granny Roshin. They would usually play a couple. Perhaps Uriah wanted it to be real. But Granny Roshin had feelings for someone else. Later, she grew tired of stage performance and decided to go to Chinsa Village with one she loved. But that person did make it to Chinsa Village with Granny Roshin, leaving her to live alone in the village ever since. Now that I often visit her, he would ask me about her from time to time. I could tell that he still cares for Granny Roshin. He sees that stage as a symbol of their past and thus doesn't want to tear it down.
Since the stage means so much to Uriah, he's not gonna let us build a new one. I guess all our efforts are wasted.
That's not necessarily the case. I have a way to change his mind. Give me some time, Mr. Liusu.
Really? As long as the stage gets repaired, I'll be in your debt, Miss Yun.
I won't ask for too much, please. Tell Ring of Raining Blades to its very end. Traveler, you can join me if you want. Somehow, Yunjin feels very different than usual.
Our tea house has collaborated with Yunhan Opera Troupe for decades. Miss Yun would naturally feel more approachable around us. No problem. I'll make some time and tell the story just for you. I want to hear it to its end too. It's one of the achievements.
Alright, now that we've finished the tea, it's time to talk to Uriah.
Uriah. Anything more to say?
Was it a practical joke or something?
Yeah, pretty much. And Uriah. Oh, got the camera.
Uriah, when we were drinking tea, I suddenly remembered what Granny Roshin told me.
Oh, what did she say?
She said Uriah always loved to make things difficult for himself. I feel sad about it.
Yeah, she truly doesn't understand me. But it seems that she doesn't miss the old stage. I'm the only person who can't let go. What a fool I was to be so obsessed about this stage. Alright, you can rebuild it as you want.
It's a touching thing to have that stage for so many years that I find it foolish at all. Please don't think of it that way. The stage must be rebuilt, but we mustn't damage what Uriah wants to preserve in memory.
So you finally reached a decision. Great. I'll start working right away. Here, take a look at my blueprint. The grand stage in the Jade Chamber was built based on it. According to this design, we need to tear down the walls in the two sides and,
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think we need to repair the stage instead of building something entirely new. Since the problem is caused by the squeaky wood floor, why don't we repair the floor first? As for the rest, we can talk about it later. What do you think, Mr. Lusu?
As long as the stage won't affect performance, I have no objections to Miss Yun and Uriah's arrangement. Oh, is that what you want? So you don't need me to build a new stage? I agree, Miss Yun. This idea is a good one. As it happens, we don't need to buy the planks. We can find some at the docks. Make sure we bring the planks for I'll pay you for everything in full later. That works for me. All right then. I can't keep track of this. All right, then leave everything to me. Oh, he's gonna bring him. Soon really understands me. Master's right. It's difficult to work with people for people in cities. Oh, Yunjin doesn't have. Really? Yes, Zelda, wonderful. What about Granny Roshan? I did just come from Chingsa village, and yes, I visited Granny Roshan. I directly quoted what she said. It's just that I didn't quote the full sentence. What she said was, Harry always loved making things difficult for himself. He's a bit stingy with Mora, and people around him suffer for it as well. It's honestly rather saddening. Oh, jeez. I thought that's what she said was true. Arya would have been irritated had I repeated exactly every word, so I took the liberty of omitting the other half. You may. I'll sit for a while. Great, this is my second favorite thing, to spend time in the tea house. Even when Mr. Liusu isn't telling a story, the mere sound of the bustling city itself is soothing. And what's your most favorite thing? It's definitely singing the opera on the stage. I'd love to chat with you some more, but I believe that Mr. Liusu is still waiting for you to bring in some planks so the stage can be fixed. Yeah, that's not wrong. Just one round of Ring of Raining Blades. No problem. Okay, well. Will I actually get to experience the end? How do I... Well then. Why does it have to be so inconveniently placed?
Come and see these rare and precious curios.
Come on my face, between my eyes. And 1 million fireflies. Ba-boom. Nah, I do like this music.
Time to go.
I wonder if this one is copied. And here comes it.
These planks we do. I'll start right away.
Probably my favorite song, actually. Nice! The stage has been repaired. Nothing seems to have changed at all. Young masses have traveled all this way to Chingsa village. From Chingsa village to here, how much should I pay you? I thought it'd be a big job, yet I had to repair a few planks. That wasn't much trouble. I've been doing this line of jobs, so I won't ask for much. 2 meals worth of more should do. That makes 8,000 in total. That's a fair price. Good, but I can only offer... You cheap son of a bitch. What? Why don't you just ask me to do it for free? This is Area for you. He has a 50-50 principle, you know. Well, it means 50% off first, then 50% off again, making it 75% off in total. It's rather economical. Oh my, your boss is really stingy. You only repaired a few planks. I'll only offer 2,000, not a single more or more. Guess I'll have to take it since this is my first commission. Remember to put in a good word for me. Good word for Famu's carpenters with your audience. You can count on me. And my young friend here, thanks to you too, will be handsomely paid. How about this blueprint? Look at all the details, must be worth a fortune. You're stingy indeed. I had to run a tea house. I have to pinch pennies here and there. And Miss Yoon, you solved the problems for me on your visit. How should I thank you? That won't be necessary. I'm glad I was able to help. I wanted to invite Xinyan to go to a rock and roll performance. Oh, you need me to do some explaining for you while you go to the show, right? Don't say that. I just haven't seen my friend Xinyan for some time and miss her very much, that's all. If the people from Yunhan Opera Troupe asks about my whereabouts, please. Got it. I have the answer ready. Oh, you're asking about Miss Yun. She came to visit Xinyan and they did embroidery together. That's what I'm going to tell them. Do you like this one? Yes, I do. Then it's decided then. Then it's decided then. Oh, there we go. You cheap bastard. Okay. My god, that's a pretty, hefty piece of work. I need to use this before it runs out. And that happened to me. It sucks ass. Yeah, you know what? I think it's time to eat and go to bed. Which means, see you, love you, bye.